Hello everyone, welcome to the session on Genius Talk. In today's session, I will be discussing ratio and proportion, second part. So let's start the session. First, we'll discuss about comparison of ratios. So which fraction is greater or which ratio is greater, we have to tell. First is 7/8, another is 9/11. Now there are several ways to solve this question, but the best way is cross multiplication method, right? So just multiply 7 into 11 becomes 77, 8 into 9 becomes 72, and you can see which is greater. So we can see 77 is greater, so that's why 7/8 fraction must be greater, right? Now why we have done this and why we are seeing that this is greater, you see 7/8, this is 9/11. This is another beautiful method, the logical approach. It says multiply both these numbers with their LCM. So what is LCM of 11 and 8? That is 88. So multiply 8 into 11 and 11 into 8. This is how this is coming. Now this is 77 and this is 72. So we can see clearly that this is greater than this. So this is my approach. Just cross multiply and have your answer. Next one, which one is greater ratio between 4:7 and 6:11? So in this case, 4:7 means 4/7, 6/11 means 6/11. Again, I can follow the same approach. So 4 into 11 becomes 44, 6 into 7 becomes 42, and we can see this is greater. 44 is greater than 42. This is my answer. Again, the logic is same. 4/7, 6/11, 11 and 7. What is the LCM? That is 77. So multiply this by the LCM. This becomes 11 and this becomes 7. Again, we can see that the same logic, same answer we are getting. So this is the approach, shorter approach. This is how this is developed, right? Next one, find the least fraction among these. So let's find 5/8 and 9/11. Again, cross multiply. So 11 5s are 55, 9 8s are 72. We can see that this is greater. So which fraction is smaller? This is 55. 55 has to be smaller. That means this is corresponding to 5/8. So 5/8 must be smaller. Again, the logic is same. 5/8, 9/11. Take the LCM. 11 8s are 88. So that's why we are multiplying this by 11. So 11 5s are 55. 11 8s are 88. So 9 8s are 72. This is smaller. This is corresponding to 5/8. This is my answer. In the exam, you can do like this. Sometimes you divide this like 0.6. You divide this 0.8. This will also be giving you better result. But when these values are complicated, then it will take a lot of time to solve and divide. Rather than in multiply, we take less time. So we'll directly multiply. All right. Next concept is inverse ratio. Although we have done this indirectly in the last session as well. So inverse ratio means just reverse them. What is inverse of 4? It is 1/4. Basically, it is reciprocal. You know reciprocal? If I write x, reciprocal will be 1/x. It will be 1/4 and 1/5. Logically, what is the LCM? This is 20, this is 20, and this is 5, and this is 4. So what is the inverse ratio? 5:4. And we can follow the same approach. Inverse means 1/4, 1/5. Just cross multiply. This is 5, this is 4. So this becomes 5:4. This is the inverse ratio. All right. Inverse ratio for 2, we can find it like this. Now inverse ratio for 3. This is 1/2, 1/3, and 1/5. So in this case, what is LCM? LCM would be 2, 3, 5. 6 into 5, 30. So LCM must be 30. This is multiply by 30, multiply by 30. So this is 15. This is 10, and this is 6. So 15 is to 10 is to 6. Further, we can't cancel them. That's why this is only my final answer. 15:10:6, right? Next one, as we are discussing the type of ratios now. So first was inverse ratio, second is duplicate ratio. What is the meaning of duplicate ratio? If I say find the duplicate ratio of A:B, that will be A by B. So answer will be A square by B square. Means multiply this by A, this by B. So what is the inverse duplicate ratio of 4:7? So it must be 4 square and 7 square. That is 16/49. If they are not cancelling further, this would be my final answer. I hope this is clear. Next one. Second, it is called sub-duplicate ratio. So always remember, if I ask you what is sub-duplicate ratio of A:B, always remember sub. Under inspector, it comes sub-inspector. Alright, so if this is sub-inspector, it must be root of A is to root of B. So just put these values under the root and get your answer. Sub means under something, right? Sub-inspector comes under inspector. So sub-duplicate will be under, and in mathematics, under means under root. So this is my answer. So in this also, just do this square root of this. So what is square root of 676 and what is square root of 841? That would be my answer. So this will be how much? This is 26 and this is 29 square. So answer will be 26:29. I hope this is clear. Next one, triplicate ratio. So what is triplicate ratio? If I ask you what is the triplicate ratio of A:B, you will say it should be A⁴:B⁴. See, in duplicate, we were used to do square. In this one, square. Then sub-duplicate, square root. Then triplicate means cubing. So just cube it. 5:7. What is cube of 5? And what is cube of 7? And that is my answer. 125:343. These are some basic questions. These questions do come in exam. So don't take them lightly. Please do them seriously. Right? These are important things. After that, sub-triplicate. So what is sub-triplicate? As I said, sub means under. Triplicate, that means it should be under cube root of A is to cube root of B. So what is cube root of A? 6859. What is the cube root? And 9261. What is the cube root? So this must be, it is 19 and it is 21. So answer will be 19:21. If you don't know how to find square root and cube roots, we can see like this. This is 1. So 1. Whose cube ends with 1? This is only 1, right? Then forget the last 3. This is 9261. Last digit must be 1. Now forget the last 3. Focus on the first. So this is 9. Which number is exact cube which is less than or equal to 9? This is 8, and 8 is cube of 2. That's why it is 21. I hope it's clear. Suppose I ask you 6859. What is the cube root? So for cube root, take the last digit. What is that? 9. And which number gives you 9 as the cube root? So you know that it is 9 cube, which is 729. So last digit we are checking. So its cube root also must be ending with 9. Now forget the last 3. For cube root, forget the last 3. So this is 6. So which number is less than 6 and it's a perfect cube? And you know it is only 1 cube, which is 1, because 2 cube is 8. It is more than 6. So we can't take this. It should be 1 here. That's why this is 19. So this is a method which we can find cube root faster. Right. Similarly, like if you ask me what is the cube root of let's say 4913, then I will say, okay, pick up the last letter. This is 3. So it is 7 cube, which is 343. Then forget the last 3. Okay. And 4. Which number is exact cube which is less than 4? That is 1 only. That's why its cube root will be 17. If I ask you what is the cube root of 3375, you will say, first pick up the last digit, 5. 5 cube is 125. So its ending should be done by 5. Now forget the last 3. Now this is 3. which number is less than 3, which is a perfect cube? It is 1 cube. 1 cube is 1. So this one will come over here. It is 50. This is how we can find the cube root faster. Although I'll be taking some class where I'll be sharing all the tricks, like with some bigger numbers also, how can you find. The basic trick is this. Similarly, for square roots also, if you are not sure, you can do like this: 676, 841. So for square root, focus on the last digit. What is the last digit? It is 6. So it could be 4 square or it could be 6 square. Now for square root, forget the last 2. Right? So we are finding the square root of both, right? Square root of both. So 6. Which number is a perfect square less than or equal to 6? That we need to write. So that is 2 square 4. Because 3 square is 9. It is more than 6. So we require a number which is less than or equal to 6. That is 2 square 4. So I'll take 24 or 26. Now the question is, what is the exact answer? So for that, what we do? Multiply this 2 with the next number. It is 2 3s are 6. It is 2 3s are 6. Now, if this number is equal or greater, take my words, if this number is 6, we have multiplied this 2 by the next number, that is 6. That is 3. So 6 is equal to this number, right? That's why I have to pick the highest one. The 26 must be my square root. Similarly, if I ask you 576, so what is the last digit? 6. So 4 square is 16 or 6 square is 16. So the answer must be ending with 4 and 6. Now focus on the last 2 digits. So it is 4. 2 square is 4. That means it could be 24, it could be 26. Now how to choose? Multiply this 2 with the next number. It is 6. Now it is 6, and what you are having, see what you are having. You are having 5, which is less than 6. That's why you have to pick up the lower value. In this case, it is 24. That's why you say that square root of 576 is 24 and 676 is 26. So if this value is equal to or greater than this number, then you pick up the highest one, else the slower one. Now similarly, you can find the value of 841. 841. Last is ending with 1. 1 square is 1, fine. Forget the last 2. 8. Which number is a perfect square less than or equal to 8? That is 2 square 4 only, because 3 square is 9. We can't take. We have to pick up the 3 square will be up, which is 9. We can't take this. We have to pick up the smaller value. So it should be either 21 or either 29. Now again, as a rule, multiply this 2 with the next number, that is 6, and compare this with what you have. You have 8, which is greater than 6, so we have to pick up the higher value. So this will be 29. Although approximately you can find this like, what is 900? It is square root of 30. So this value must be closer to 30, not 20, right? So 441, if you find, this will be 21. How? 1. It is 1 square is 1. Or 9 square is 81. So 1 and 9 could be there. Forgetting the last 2, focus on this. It could be 2 square. So 21 or 29. Now 2 multiplied by the next number is 6, which is greater than this 4. So this value is less. That's why we will pick the less value. That's why it is 21. These are the tips and the tricks for the square roots and the cube roots. So I hope this is clear. Now next is compound ratio. What is compound or compounded ratio? That is, if I ask you 2 by 5, 3 by 4 and 6 by 7. So just multiply them all, and that is called compound ratio. Compound means take them together. So just multiply them all. Whatever cancel, you can cancel that, and whatever does not cancel, leave it as it is. This must be 9 by 35. This is my answer. In other words, you can say like this as well, that multiply the above numbers. But we say this in the previous class we have discussed. This is called antecedents. This is the antecedent which comes before, and this is the antecedent. So multiply all the antecedents together and multiply all the consequent. We say this is consequent, right? We have done this in ratio. If this is 2:5, this is called antecedent and this is called consequent. That's why multiply all the antecedent together and multiply all the consequent together, like 5 into 4 and into 7. So this is actually the same thing we have done already. So if you cancel, it will be your answer. 2 3s are 6. So it will be 3 3s are 9 by 35. This is called compound ratio. Very, very important question. Next one, the compound ratio. Now, sometimes the question will be the combination of the two, right? So the compound ratio of inverse ratios of these ratios. Inverse ratio. So first, let's find inverse ratio of all these. So PA by QR. What is going to be the inverse ratio? It will be QR by PA. You know, if I ask you what is the inverse ratio of 3:4, you will say it is 4:3 because numbers are 2. So if this is PA is to QR, it should be like PA is to QR. What is the inverse? 1 upon. So this QR will go up. That's why I'll write like this. So QR by PA, fine. Afterwards, the second one, it is QC by RPA. So once I reverse it, it will be RPA by QC. Next, RQ by PQC. So if I reverse it, it will be PQC by RQ. Now, just solve. PA cancel. Then QC cancel. QR also cancel. What I'm left with? I am just left with P and R, I guess. So this is going to be my final answer. So PR is the compound ratio of inverse ratio of these ratios, right? Let's move on to the next. Now let's come to the proportion. What is proportion now? So please write, whenever I compare, okay, whenever I compare, comparison of two ratios is called proportion. See how? If I take a number, let's say I have taken 3/4. Then I write 6/8. Are they equal? Are they equal? Tell me. You will see it is also 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Yes, they both are equal and they both are ratios as well. Like I can write this like this: 3:4 and 6:8. So this sign, which is the sign basically for equal to, this sign is called proportional sign. It's proportion, not proportional, it is proportion. Proportion means equal basically. So this can be written as 3/4. This can be written as 6/8. We can see that both these ratios are equal. That's why we can say these ratios are in proportion. What? These ratios are in proportion. We can write it. These ratios are in proportion. So please note, this is the concept, right? Whenever two ratios are equal, they are in proportion. Now let's come to the small things here, basic things. So this was proportion. Now it is something saying fourth proportional. So note this: if I write A is to B such that C is to D, I know I can write A by B is equal to C by D. Now this first number A is called first proportional. Okay, this is called second proportional, this is called third proportional, and this is called fourth proportional. I hope I'm clear. So whichever value is coming at the fourth place, that is called fourth. Whichever is coming at the third, it is third proportional. Whichever is coming at the second place, it is called second proportional. Now I can write this like this. So we can see, we can multiply. I can write A into D is equals to B into C. Now coming to the next point. The next point is these first and last. I'll show it by, let's say, green color. Okay, the first and the last, this one, the first and the last, this is called, you see, this is A into D. These are called extremes. What? Extremes. Extremes means the two letters at the end, A into D, and we can see it is B into C. That means B into C, they are getting multiplied. These together are called as means. So please remember, whenever we talk about proportion, the product of extremes is always equal to product of means or their means product, right? This is the concept. So suppose from here I want to find this value. Let's say I want to find A into D is equals to B into C. So what is D? D will be B into C by A. This D value, guys, this D value is called fourth proportional value, BC by A. So you'll remember D is equals to BC by A. This is called fourth proportional. Now somehow if I ask you what is third proportional, so you can find the value of C. C will be AD by B. This is called third proportional. Although third proportional is never asked like this. They will ask third proportional in a different way. We'll discuss that as well. And if I ask second proportional B, we can find B will be AD by C. So this is the third proportional. This is the second proportional. So this is called proportional. Now let's apply this in this question. It is telling you to find the fourth proportional to this, this and this. That means I will write like this: 4 is to 16 such that 7 is to X. I need to find this fourth proportional. And you know what is the rule? Either you remember that D is equals to BC by A, so you can find it directly. D means this value. What is B into C? It is 16 into 7. And what is A? A is 4. So this is going to be my answer, 28. If you remember that D is equals to BC by A, you can find this in seconds. And if you don't, then there is no worry at all. We can just see 4 into X. So 4 into X will be product of extremes equal to product of means, that is 16 into 7. So 4 4s are 16. Again, X is coming as 28, which is called fourth proportional to all these three, right? So this is my answer, 28. Let's go ahead. Now come to third proportional. As I said, third proportional examiner will never ask directly. So what is third proportional? Basically, this third proportional is linked to GP, or let's understand how this is derived. So if I have three numbers, A, B and C, and it is asking you about this. Now the problem is I don't have this number. How will I find this C value? If suppose this D value was given, I could have easily find this, and I could have easily found this, but it is not given. This D is not given here. You can see only two numbers are given, 15 and 30. That means A and B are given, D is not given. Let's make some question just to make you understand. Let's say I say this is 3 is to 7, and let's say this is 49. Now if this is also third proportional, but examiner most of the time will not ask like this, because you know that you will solve, and you know the logic that okay, product of extremes equal to product of means. So 3 into 49 must be equal to 7 into X. So in this is X, because this is asked value and this is coming at the third position. That is why this is third proportional. This becomes 7 7s are 49. So X will be 21. So this is 21. Or you can solve it directly. How? You see, if I ask you this, suppose I ask you this, I don't know this. So you know the concept that these two ratios must be equal. What is their ratio? It is 3 is to 7. So this also must be equal to 7. That means it is, 7 into 7 something, right? So this also must be 3 into 7, 21, because this is linked to this. So like this is 7 into 7, 49. So 3 into 7, 21. You can solve like this as well. Whatever is the ratio, like 3 by 7 must be same as X by 49. You can solve like this directly. This is how it's coming. But in this case, this is not given like this. Like I don't know this D value. This D value is not given to me. So I will not solve this question like this. I'll solve using ratio. So what is third proportional? Third proportional means if I have A is to be given, then I need to write this B, and then I can find this value of C, because I know that there are 4 variables. Out of that, one I can find. 4 numbers are given, like 4 numbers are there, 3 are given, 1 I can find. But if only 2 are given, very difficult to find. So third proportional means technically is that whatever is the ratio of A is to B, the same must be the ratio of B is to C. And that is called, we say B square is equals to AC, and C will be B square by A. C will be B square by A. You can note this for your exams. This is the formula you will apply to get the value of third proportional whenever they will give only 2 values. So C will be equal to B square by A. Okay. How this is coming? This is coming like this. We know that 2 numbers are in ratio, so they will be A is to B. And third proportional means it will be ratio with the second one. So that's how we are solving it. So C will be equal to B square by A. This is the result. Now applying this here, third proportional to 15 and 30. Technically you can write like this. 15 is to 30, whatever is the ratio, the same will be with 30 is to something. Now we can see very clearly that 15 is to 30. This is 1 is to 2 ratio. So here also I need to have 1 is to 2 ratio. That means this must be 60. So this is my third proportional. Third proportional. Now logically this, and by formula, you know, C is equals to B square by A. This is C value is called third proportional. What is B here? B is 30, A is 15. So if B is 30, you can find it. B square will be 900 by A, that is 15. So again you are getting the same answer. And logically also we have proved that 15 is to 30. Whatever is their ratio, that must be 1 is to 2. The same must be 1 is to 2 here. So this must be 60 to make this 1 is to 2. This is my direct answer. But again, you have to remember this step, that you have to write or rewrite this B 2 times, okay, whenever 2 variables are given. So this is how we find third proportional. Now it comes mean proportional. What is mean proportional? Mean proportional means if I ask A, B, C, it's the same thing again. Mean proportional means this value of B. So if I say these 3 are in ratio, so I can write whatever is this ratio, whatever is the ratio of A by B, the same is the ratio of B by C. So here we can directly multiply B square is equals to AC, right? By ratio means this, right? So this value is basically the mean proportional. I'm just deriving it for you, how this is coming and what is that. So if this B is the mean proportional, that means this value of B must be written like this, root of AC. This is called the mean proportional. In other words, this is also called geometric mean. In number system, we say this is geometric mean. So if you want to find a mean proportional, the logic is very simple, that it's basically the replica of the third proportional only. Like I can write it like this. See, if I write like this, A is to B, right, then it should be B is to C. The same thing, A by B must be equal to B by C. So B square must be equal to AC. So B must be equal to root of AC. This B value is called geometric mean. Right, so this is how we pronounce it. And in other words, if you know GP, you can derive it like this or understand like this, that in GP, we have 3 things which are in equal ratio. Means whatever, like if I write 2, then I write 8, then I write 32. These are in GPY. You see the multiplying factor, 8 by 2 is same as 32 by 8. What is that? That is 4. Or we can say that 2 into 4 is 8, 8 into 4 is 32. So if you understand GP, you can understand this mean proportional as well. In other way, like whatever is a multiplying factor here, the same is a multiplying factor here, right? So this middle value is called mean proportional. Mean means in the middle. So we can write, because the ratio is same, so B by A is same as C by B. If I multiply, B square will be AC, and this value of B is root of AC, and this is called mean proportional. So my simple basic is, if you have to find the mean proportional, both the values should be placed under the square root. Okay, so let's find it. It is root of 9 and 64. You know what is root? I can write this like this also, because there is a rule, root of AB can be written as root of A into root of B. And if I write this into root of A, root of B, I can further write it as root of 9 into root of 64. What is root of 9? This is 3. And root of 64 is 4. That means the answer must be 12. So 12 has to be my answer for the mean proportional of 9 and 64. Okay, very, very important question. Similar way, if 12 is mean proportional of n and 36, okay, this is not A, it is n and 36. That means I can write root of n into 36 is equals to 12, right? Now squaring both sides, n into 36, this squaring both sides means this square root will cancel with this, and this 12 will be square, it is 144. So this n will be 36, 4's are 144, so n value must be 4. So this is in another form, it will be asked what is the mean proportional. Now in this, one number is asked, in the previous one mean proportional was asked. Concept is same. Whenever two numbers are in mean proportional or we have to find the mean proportional, just put two numbers under the square root. All right, the next question, what is the mean proportional between this? Now these are in terms of surd and indices, so let's write it. So we know mean proportional is root of AB, so it must be 15 plus. Can I write 200 like this? 200 is basically 100 into 2, hai na? And if I need to find the square root, it should be square root of 10, square root of 2. So square root of 100, square root of 100 is 10, and it is, so I can write this as 10 root 2. Similarly 648, I can break it like this is 8 into, it is 8, 8s are 64, 8 1s are 8. This I can write 2 root 2 because root of 8 will be 2 into 2 into 2. So root of 2, root of 2, root of 2. This root of 2 and root of 2 will be 2, and this root 2 is left. So this can be written as this. Root of 81 is 9. So this can be written as 18 root 2. So first thing, I have to write them in this simplified form. So 15 plus 10 root 2 and 27 minus 18 root 2. Now just multiply inside, and you know this all must be in this square root form, right? So now multiply 15 into 27. Multiply and write it. Okay, let's start multiplying them. So next is 15 into 27. So 15 7s are 105, 10 carry, 15 2s are 30, it should be 405. Next is 18 into 15. So this is 15 8s are 120, 12 carry, 15 1s are 15 plus 12 to be 27. This must be 270 root 2. Then 10, so this will be 10 into 27, 270 root 2. So we can see that this is cancelled. And afterwards 10 root 2 into 18 root 2. So this is minus 10 into 8, 180 into 2. That is 360. So this overall was in square root. So like this. So now this is becoming 405 minus, you see this is cancelled, right? 85 is a 90. Yeah, this is cancelled. So this is left with 360. So this is under the root. So let's solve. How much is left? So this is 45. Yeah, 40 and 5. Yeah, root of 45 I can write like 9 into root of 5, and because I can write this like this, root of 9 into 5. Further I can break them because I know the rule, root of AB can be written as root of A into root of B, right? This is the rule of surds. Whenever we have incomplete square root, this is called surds. So what is root of 9? That is 3. And what is root of 5? As it is. So this is going to be my answer. So this question also can come in this form, like it has come in the CDS exam. All right, let's move on to the next. If A is to B is equals to B is to C. Now there is a question on proportion. Now let's find the value of A4 is to B4. So let's write it. A by B is equal to B by C. That means I can write AC is equals to B square. Now this is very important point. If AC is equal to B square, I can use that in this ask thing. So this is A4 is to B4. Now you know this B is basically B square is AC. So what should be B4? It should be AC whole square. That is B4, I can write A square C square. Is this part clear? I hope this is. So I can write in this form, B4 will be A square into C square. So this will be A square C square. This is A to the power 4. So this is A square is to C square, and this is going to be my final answer. So which option is correct? It is option B. This is also your previous year question. So this is how we use this concept of proportion. Next one, another question of the exam. I guess this is CGL exam 2019. So if this is written as this, now some questions are to be solved without using any calculation or without using pen. So this is one of them, because you can see the values, they're very tough actually. Like this is 2145 is to X is same as 3003 by 42. And what is the value of Y if saying X by 2508 is equal to Y by 11704. This is what the question is. Now we can see that it's very tough to solve. It's calculative. So let's try finding some other way out. We can solve using calculation also. So let's find. If this is, you see, if you multiply these two, conceptually, if you multiply these two, this is 5 and this is 2. That means the product will be ending with 0. Are you getting my point? Its product will be ending with 0, isn't it? Now, if this is 3, if you multiply this by X, if this is 3, then this, see, if you multiply this 42 into 2145, its unit digit will be 5 2s are 10, and here we'll be having some numbers. We are not sure about that, but we are trying to do it fast. So if you multiply 3 by something, now that this something should also be ending with 0 as product. This X should also be lying with 0. I hope my point is clear. Now, if this X is ending with 0 and this is put here, this is to be put it here, this is ending with 0, this is to be putting here. Now again the same thing, 4 multiplied by 0, this overall product will again be giving me 0, and same as 2508 into Y. Now tell me, if this is ending with 8, so this value should also, if right hand side is 0, that means this value either could be 5, so that 8 5s are 40 can come, or it could be 0 only. Its last digit, whatever is this value, its last digit should be 0. And here in the option you can see there is no option available for 5. That's why only one option is there, which is ending with 0. So this has to be my answer. This has to be my answer. So on the basis of unit digit concept, I have solved this question. Again, I repeat what I have done. It's written like this. 2145 by X is equals to 3003 by 42. You know, if you multiply 5 into 2 will be 10. Last digit is 0. That means 3 into this X should also be multiplied so that the result is 0. And for that, this X must be having the last digit 0. That means X is having the last digit 0, guys. Before that, I don't know what it is. But last digit should be 0 because this is only 3. And 3 could only be multiplied with 0 to get the last digit 0 as per the right hand side. 5 into 2 is 10. So X is ending with 0. Now applying the same concept, if X is ending with 0 and it is written like this 2508 Y by 11704, and you know that X is already ending with 0. So if it is ending with 0, 0 into 4, it is also 0. That means this 8 also, now right hand side is 0. Now this 8 also should be multiplied with Y so that it is becoming 0. So either 8 should be multiplied with 5 so that it is 40, and 5 is not available in any of the option we can see. But second, if I multiply 8 with 0, then also it could be ending with 0, and that is available in the third option. That's why we can go with C. I hope this is clear. Now let's solve it logically also. Suppose you don't know this unitary or unit digit concept, then you can solve like this. Although I have cleared that in number system chapter complete, you can see the videos. So let's solve this 3003 by 42. Now let's solve. This is 3003. So 6 7 6 7 4 basically 3003 can be written as 3 into 1001, and 1001 we have so many times discussed. It's a very important number. It's 7 11 13, right? So this is a product of 7 11 13. So this is a factor of 7 11 as well as 13. So let's solve using this by, say, divide by 7. So 7 6 are 42, 7 4 are 28 20, 7 2 are 14, 7 9 are 63. Now is it further cancelled? Now this and this must cancel. So let's solve. 429 and this is this. Is it multiplied by 5? Because I know 29 5s are 145. Yeah, it is exact multiple of 5. So 429 5s are this. So X will be 5 into 6. As we were discussing also, X last digit must be 10 or 0. So it is there 30. So we have solved X 30. Now put the value of X in the next equation. It is 30 by 2508 Y by 11704. Now solve it again. So this is 2508. I know that 8 3s are 24, 25 3s are 75. Is it cancel? Let's try by 4. 4 6 are 24, 4 2s are 8, 4 7s are 28. Yeah, 4 2s are 8, 3 7, 4 9s are 36, and 4 2s are 8, so 2926. Now check, is it cancelled by something? 627 2926. Let's cancel it again. 6 to 8 plus 7 15. So this is 10. This is cancelled by 3. So 3 2s are 6, 209. Now this must cancel this somehow. So if you see, it is 9209 and this is 2926. So if you cancel this, 14 9s are 14. So this will cancel this 14 times. So 14 into 10, X will be 140. Sorry, Y will be 140. This Y will be 140. So this is how we can solve, but it is taking time. The previous approach was good in this question, as it is the mains question of SSC. So we can apply that approach. All right, next question. If V by A is 0.7, find the value of A minus B upon A plus B and plus 11 by 34. Let's solve. B by A. So if this is B by A, can I write like this? 7 by 10. Yes, that means A is 10, B is 7. And you can see their degree is same, 1, 1. So answer will come and we can directly put the values of A and B here and get our answer. So this is a quite straightforward question. So A will be 10, B will be 7. Apply that, get a result. So if you solve A minus B, so A will be 10 minus B upon A plus B plus 11 by 34. So this is 3 by 17 plus 11 by 34. Now if I multiply this by 2, this also to be multiplied by 2, so that these denominators are equal. So this is 6 by 34 plus 11 by 34. This is 17 by 34, which is half. And you know what is half? Half is 0.5. So option C is my answer. So on this basis, you can directly solve this question. Next one, if P by Q is this, then find the value of 2P plus Q and 3P minus 2Q. Now this is some form of surds also we need to solve, as this is in complete square. So let's try to solve. If P by Q is this, so we see, first check the degree. P is 1, Q is 1, P is 1, Q is 1, degree is fine. So we can directly put P as 2 and Q as root 3. So let's put 2P plus Q by 3P minus 2Q. So what is it? 2P. So that is 2 into 2 plus root 3. 3P. 3 into 2 minus 2. It is minus 2 root 3. So this can be written as 2 2s are 4 plus root 3 and 6 minus 2 root 3. Right. Now, you know, whenever we have incomplete square root in the denominator, this part, then we rationalize. Rationalizing the denominator, we need to apply this step, rationalizing the denominator. So after rationalizing, this sign will be plus. So this will be 6 plus 2 root 3, multiply this with the numerator as well as 6 plus 2 root 3 with the denominator as well. This step is called rationalizing the denominator. Okay, so now just multiply inside. 4 6 okay, I'll solve here. 24. 4 into 2, 8 root 3. Now root 3 into 6 is 6 root 3 and 2 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 2 3s are 6. And below, you know, this is A minus B and this is A plus B form. So if this is A minus B, it can be written as A square minus B square. So write in this form A square minus B square. So this is 6 square 36 minus B square 2 square 4 and root 3 square 3. So this is coming out to be 12. So 4 into 3 12 and this is coming out to be 36 minus 12, that is 24. Let's solve this. 24 plus 6 is how much? I write here. This is 30 and this is 8 6 14 root 3 by 24. This is 30 plus 14 root 3 by 24. Now you can see 2 is common here in all. So I can write it directly as, it is cancelled by 2. So if I take 2 common, it is left with 50 plus 7 root 3 by 24 and this is 12. Yeah. So what is my answer? It is option C. It is option C, 15 plus 7 root 3 by 12. A beautiful question of ratio as well as a bit of surds. This step is required. This step is called rationalizing the denominator. After doing this, we can just solve, multiply inside, we'll have our answer. All right. Next one, 9a square plus 3b square by this equal to 3 by 2. Find the value of this. Let's check the degree first. Is the degree same? It is 2, it is 2, yeah, it is 2, it is 2, and here also 1 degree, 1 degree, 1 degree, 1 degree. That means we can find the answer of this question. So options are also cannot be determined, is not there. So we can definitely go for the solution. So let's find it. 9a square minus 3b square by 10a square minus 14b square, that is equals to 3 by 2. So multiplying it, it is 18a square minus 6b square. This is 30a square minus 42b square. Right. Now this is 30a square, this is 18a square. If this goes this side, it will be 30 minus 18. So I can write 12a square. This is 42 minus goes this side. This is already, this is plus. So this is also plus. So 42 plus 6 becomes 48. So 12 4s are 48. I can write a square is equals to 4b square. Further, I can write a square by b square is equal to 4:1. Now a square is 4. That means a will be plus So I can write A by B as plus minus 2 upon plus minus 1. This is plus 2 and plus 1. Okay. So A is 2 and B is 1. So let's put this value here and get our result. Okay. So A is 2 and B is 1. So A is 2, B is 1, A is 2 and B is 1. Now it is 4 plus 4, 8, 16 minus 3, it is 13. So what is my answer? It has to be 8 is to 30. There is one step, like in the end we have got A by B. In this we have to take as 2 is to 1. Because even if I take minus 2, suppose minus 2 and minus 1, then also A by B ratio is 2 is to 1. So this logic is correct. A square by B square is equal to 4 is to 1. That means it could be like this, like A upon B could be like this also. 2 is to 1 or minus 2 by minus 1, because minus also is getting cancelled. They are in ratio. In the end, you have to put this value of A and B only as positive. It could be minus also, but because it's ratio, this sign is getting cancelled. So logically, this is correct. Fine. So always take plus in that. Now next question. So this question I have solved and told you before in the last session as well, but there I did not give any options. Now I will solve this question by using option. Now first it's A is to B and C to be found. So A is 13 is to 9 and it is 2 is to 5. So how do we learned earlier? We learned like this. Make them same, multiply this by 2, multiply this by 9. As 2 is in ratio with 5, it also to be multiplied by 9. 13 is also ratio with 9, so it should be multiplied by 2 as well. So this is becoming 26 and this is becoming 18. This is also 18 and this is 45. So basically this 18 is common, so my answer is 26 is to 18 is to 45, which is option C. So this we have learned in the previous session. Now how to solve this faster, because options will be available, right? So how to solve this faster? Just pick up one ratio or this ratio, B is to C. This is a simpler one, right? B is to C is how much? 2 is to 5. Pick up the first option. Is B is to C 2 is to 5? Is it cancelled? No. This option is rejected. Second option, is B is to C 2 is to 5? It is not cancelled by 5. This is also not my answer. Is the third option 2 is to 5? 9 2s are 18. 9 5s are 45. Yes, it's correct. Only one option. Is this 2 is to 5? No, it's not cancelled by 5. So only third option is correct. Like this you can go. This is your answer. In few seconds you can answer this, right? Or if you take 13 is to 9 also you can take. A is to B 13 is to 9. Now is this 13 is to 9? No. Is this 13 is to 9? It is not cancelled by 13. No. Is this 13 is to 9? 26 there, 2 13s are 26, 2 9s are 18. Yes, this is my answer. It is also not 13 is to 9. So this is our exam approach. That's why I have taken this question again, and this is a previous year asked question, latest fresh question. Similarly, A is to B, B is to C given, find A is to B is to C. Now let's solve. So here also you need to just check this. What is A is to B? A is to B, like I'll write like this. Logically, let's solve logically first, then by shortcut. So A by B, it can be written as 1.1, 2.3. So decimal gone. Basically, A by B is 11 is to 23. And similarly, B by C is 15 is to 19. Decimal gone. Right, cancel. Now, you can write like this. A, B, C. Now, this is the basic method which we have discussed in the last class. And this is 15 and this is 19. Now, make the middle one same. So multiply this by 15, multiply this by 23. So this also to be multiplied by 23. This is also to be multiplied by 15. So this is becoming 165 and then 23 into 15. It is becoming 345. 19 into 23, it is becoming 437. And what is my answer? It is option A. So this is a logical way. But in exam, you will solve like this. A is to B is 11 is to 23. Find A is to B is 11 is to 23. Just satisfy this ratio. Is this satisfying the first question? If these are all cancelled by, I guess, 5. So let's cancel. 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. 5 6 are 30. Now 3 11s are 3 23s. This is giving me 11 is to 23. Rest will not give. So these are not my answers. And go for it. B is to C also. If you want to check again for B is to C, 15 is to 19. So check it. So if I cancel this by 19, this must be 23. So they are cancelled by 23. So 23, 19s are 23, 1s are 23, and 23 5s are 115. So that's why this is my answer again. So you can check either of the two ratios, not the two ratios together, and check your answer. Only one option will satisfy. So examiner will give this question just to check this, so that you will not waste your time in calculating the question. All right, next one. A is to B, B is to C, C is to D. Now 3A is to 4D. So this also we need to check. Now I have told you the basic way. Earlier it was A is to B, is to C, is to D. What I have discussed, let's do that first, then shortcut. 5 is to 7, 8 is to 9, and 3 is to 4. I have told you to make this middle one same. So 3 into 3, so 4 also into 3. Now this is into 1, it is into 1. So far it's fine, but here it is 7, this is 8. So this multiplied by 7, this multiplied by 7. That's why this also must be multiplied by 7 as well. Multiplied by 8. Yeah, it is multiplied by 7. So this is multiplied by 8. So this is 40. 40. This is 56. This is 9 7s are 63. You can see this is same. Here it was 56 which was same, and it is 12 7s are 84. Now what we ask, 3A by 4D. So 3 into A by 4 into D. What is A? A is 40, and 4 into D. D is 84. So we can solve it. 4 10s are, then it is 5s are, and 4 10s are, it is 5s are, it is 42s are, 3 1s are, so 14. So it is 5 is to 14. This is my answer. So this is a long method. I have told you a direct trick. First it is first and last task. So if it is first and last task, you know, if I multiply like this, A by B into B by C into C by D, in that case all these will cancel. Only I am left with A into D. So multiply all the ratios whenever first and last are asked. Remember this. So this is 5 by 7. This is 8 by 9. This is 3 by 4. So this is what we are getting, A by D first. So 3 3s are 9. 4 2s are 8. So this is 10 by 21. A by D. A by D is 10 by 21. Now what I need to do is 3 into A and 4 into D. So multiply this by 3, multiply this by 4. So 3 7s are 21, and 2 2s are 2 5s are. So answer is again 5 by 14, but you can calculate the time. This is taking very less time. Okay, so this is a good method to solve this question using the second approach. All right, next one. Next is A is to B is 3 is to 4, B is to C is 7 is to 10. Then find 4A plus this. So again, check the degree first. Are the degrees same? It is 1, it is 1, fine. 1 and 1, fine. So degrees are same. We can solve it. So A by B, 3 is to 4, and B by C is 7 is to 10. So first we need to find these values of A, B, C. Let's solve. So A, B, C, it is 3 is to 4, and it is 7 is to 10. So multiply 3 7s are, I have told you this way also, or do like this, the previous method. Multiply this by 4, multiply this by 7, this by 7, this by also 4. So this becomes 21 is to 28 is to 40. Now are they cancelled further? No, they are not cancelled. So directly put the values and get your results. Yes. So 4A plus 3C. Let's find it. 4A 4 into A is 21, plus 3 into C is 40, by 5 into B, 28, minus 2 into C, that is 40. So it is 84 plus 120, it is 140 minus 80. So how much this is? 204 by 60. Let's solve. 4 15s are 51s are 3 into 17. So this must be 3 17s are 3 5s are. So answer must be option D, which is 17:5. So this is the way we can solve this. So this must be solved with the basic approach only, because we need to find the value of ABC directly. So we can't find it directly. We have to use this method, right? So then we can put and have our answer. Next one, this one, 5 by 7 of A. All right, next question. 5 by 7 A and 9 by 11 B is equal to 6 by 7 C. So this is 5 by 7 A, 9 by 11 B, and 6 by 7 C. I have told you the approach. Take the LCM of 5, 9 and 6 and divide by all of them. So what is the LCM? 9 and 6 LCM is 18. 18 and 5, 90. So divide this all by 90. That will make our things easy, life easy. This is 18 times. This is 10 times. This is 15 times. And the logic was, if I have 1 here, like I have suppose this 1A by 3, suppose 1B by 5 and 1C by 7. If there is 1 here, we know that A will be 3, B will be 5, C will be 1. So what I'm doing is I'm making this one. Okay. So for making this one, I need to multiply or divide. Sorry, we have to divide these all by the LCM of 5, 9 and 6. So the LCM is 90. I have divided all of them by 90. Now whatever we have got, A is with 1. So A will be 18 into 7, 126. B will be 11 into 10, 110. C will be 105. So now it is 1A, 1B, 1C. So this is my direct answer. 126, 110 and 105. This is my answer for this question. A beautiful question again. Remember this, divide by the LCM of the numerators in this case, right? Next one, if x plus y by z, y plus z by x is this, then find the value of this. So this is also an important one. 25 by 13, and this is y plus z by x is 10 by 9. So first, there is x plus y and z, x plus y, y, z and x. So what is the total here? The total is 38, 25 plus 13. What is the total here? The total is 19. That means I need to do something with the total, because here also x, y, z are there and here also x, y, z are there. I have to make the total same. So that is, I need to multiply this by 2. If I multiply this by 2, multiply this by 1, that means they are same. So multiply this by 2 means multiply this also by 2 and this also by 2. This is becoming 20. This is becoming 18. Right? And this is actually y plus z by x. Now we can see 20 plus 18 is 38. And here x plus y by z is also 38. Now there is no need of this. We are done with this step. Okay. Now compare. If x plus y plus z, just compare. X plus y plus z in both the cases is 38, where z is 13, guys. Z is 13 and x is 18, right? Can you find y? So 18 plus 13 is 31, so it must be 7. So y must be 7. What is asked now? Just put the value, get your result. So it is asked x plus y by z. So what is x? X is 18, z is 13 and y is 7. That is 31 by 7. That is option C. A brilliant question again. So make the sum same. It's a very important concept in time and work also. Many other chapters also this concept is used very thoroughly. Okay. All right, next one. P is to Q is to R is 1 by 5, 1 by 6, 1 by 4. Find P by Q, Q by R, and R by P. So let's find this ratio. I have told you that if P is to Q is to R is 1 by 5, 1 by 6, 1 by 4. What are the values of this? So basically we have to reverse it. So take the LCM. What is the LCM? It is, so 60 is the LCM, multiply all of them with 60. So this becomes 5 12s are 60, 6 10s are 60, 4 15s are 60. So I have got P is to Q is to R. Now I can put the values here and get my result. So it is P by Q, that is 12 by 10, is to Q by R, 10 by 15, and R by P, 15 by 12. If they are cancelled, cancel them or directly multiply also. So this is 6 by 5, this is 2 by 3, this is 5 by 4. So basically this has come down to 6 by 5, 2 by 3, and 5 by 4. Now again the same step, as they are still in ratio and they are not in definite ratio. Definite ratio is 6 is to 2 is to 3. It is not. So multiply all of them with their LCM. So what is the LCM of 5, 3 and 4? It is again 60. So multiply them with 60. So this is becoming 5 12s, 12 6 72, 3 20s, 22s 40, 5 15s, 15 5s 75, and my answer has to be 72 is to 40 is to 75, which is option A. This has to be my correct answer. A good question, conceptual question. So first take the LCM. Again, after doing this, take the LCM again. 72 is to 40 is to 75 has to be my answer, because in that it is like 12 by 10 and 10 by 15. This is what we have done, right? 15 by 12. So without cancelling, we can, this was what we can do. This is what we can do. So this is 10, 15, 12. This is 16. So 10 6 are 60, 12 6 are 72. 15 4s are 60, 10 4s are 40, 12 5s are 60, 15 5s are 75. So this way we can get our answer even more faster, like without cancelling these numerators and denominators, we can get our answer as numbers are easier, 10, 15 and 12. All right, next one. P plus Q, Q plus R and R plus P is this. Find the value of this. So this also I have discussed. If P plus Q is there, Q plus R is there, R plus P is there, they are 8, 9 and 11. I have told you how to solve this. If I see where is P available, P is available here, P is available here. If I add these two and I subtract, what will I get? P plus Q plus R plus P minus Q minus R. So R cancel, Q cancel. What I will be getting is 2P. So basically I am adding these two and subtracting this middle one. So 8 plus 11 minus 9. So this is 10. This is 10. So we can say that 2P is basically 10. This is the ratio. 2P value is 10. Similarly, if you want to find the value of, let's say, Q is available here and here. So add these two equations, subtract this. So for Q, it will be 2Q again. And it is 8 plus 9, 17 minus 11, that is 6. Similarly for R is available here and here. R is here and R is here. So add these two, 11 plus 9, 20 minus 8, 12. So this is, so I have got the ratio of 2P, 2Q, 2R, where 2 is getting cancelled. So P is to Q is to R is what? It is 10 is to 6 is to 12, which I can further write after cancelling. 5 is to 3 is to 6. So this is my, first I need to find this PQR, then I can put them. So remember this, whenever P is to be found, add those two and subtract the other one. So now I'm rubbing this all as we have got the ratios. Now just put the values, get your result. And I hope whatever questions I am discussing, you are solving them first, pausing the video, and then you are seeing the solution. Then you will understand them better. Okay. Okay. So 4P. So 4 into P is 5. 5 into Q. Q is 3. And 8 into R. R is 6. So 20 minus 15 plus 48. For how much this is? It is 53. Yeah. So as per us, see, this is the ratio. Actual values are like this: 5x, 3x, and 6x. After putting this value, I have got the result. So if this is 5x, this is 3x, this is, so I'll get the result in x. So 53x is given as 265 and x will be 5. 53 5s are 265. This way I can solve, but I have understood like this, that okay, I have got the ratio 5 is to 3 is to 6. Now I know the units 5, 3, 6. So 4 into 5 is 20, 5 into 3 is 15, 8 into 6 is 48. This is totally coming out to be 53 units, which is actually equal to 265. So 53 units is equal to 265. Remember, we have to solve this without using any variables. So I'm not using any variables now. So 53 is becoming 265. So 1 unit is equal to 5. Right. Now what is the value of Q? Our Q was 6. Our Q value was 6 units. So 1 unit is equal to 5 of the question. So 6 also will be equal to 6 into 5 of the question. That is option D. That is 30. So 30 has to be my answer of this beautiful question. All right. Next one, similar type. Let's try. So first thing, PQR. Now, in the last question, it was definitely asking you the value of Q. That's why we need to use this equation to get that, okay, 53 units was equal to 265. So 1 unit was equal to 5. So 6 unit was equal to 30. That's how we solved. But in this question, he has given you the ratio. He has given you the ratio and asking you the ratio only. This is the ratio, right? And he is asking you the ratio. That means there is no need to use this. If you are using this, you are wasting your time. I hope it is clear. So P plus Q, again for P, what is the value? Although this is 2P, so add these two. 9 plus 7, 16 minus 8, 8. For Q, this is add these two. So 9 plus 8, 17 minus 7, 10. For R, add these two. 15 minus 9, it is 6. So what is my ratio? 2P, 2Q, 2 gets cancelled. PQR ratio is 4, 5 and 3. I got the ratio. Now what is asked? 1 by P, that is 1 by 4. 1 by Q, that is 1 by 5. And 1 by 3, that is 1 by R. So you know how to solve this. We have done this. 5, 4, 3. LCM is 60. So multiply this all by 60. So 4 15s are 60. 5 12s are 60. 3 20s are 60. So 5, 12 and 20. That is option C, which has to be my answer of this question. This is a previous year question, so do it very carefully. Next one. If ABC are positive numbers such that A square by this, and then you need to find the value of this. Okay. So A square plus B square plus C square plus A square is this. Now if you try to solve this, it's a very long method. Again, we can follow the approach which we have just learned. Okay. So what is the approach? If I need to find the value, these are just square, rest the things are same. If you want to find the value of A square, where is A square present? This and this, right? If you want to find, you can solve like this. A square is present here. So it should be 2A square will be addition of these two and subtraction of these two. So what is the addition? It is 9. It is 79 minus 61, that is 18. So 2a square we have got. Similarly, for b square, where is b square? B square is available here and here. We need to add this and subtract this. But this is becoming 95 minus 45. So that is 50, sorry. So this is 79 minus 61. Yeah. So it is 2b square, which is 50. Fine. For c square, add these two. So 61 plus 45, 106 minus 34. That is 2c square is 72. Now this is cancelled because these are in ratio. 80 is to 50 is to 72, and we have got the ratios now. 2a square is 19. Okay, 2a square is 19. Yeah, and if we don't cancel this like this, 2a square is 18. So what is a square? A square must be 9. So a must be 3 because these are positive. So I can't take minus 3. B square is 25. So b will be 5 and c will be 36. So c will be 6. So I have got this value 3, 5, 6. Now put them here and get your result. That is b minus a. B minus a. That is just a second. Okay, so b minus a and is to c minus b is to c minus a. Now we can just put the values and get our answer. So this must be b minus a. B is 5 minus 3. This is 2. C minus b, it is 1, and c minus a, it is 3. So 2, 1, 3 is my answer. So the same approach we can follow and we can have. Now it comes the second approach, which is more interesting, more exam friendly. So what we can do is, if you have a knowledge of squares, we can solve it very easily. A square plus b square is equal to 34 into some constant. Now can you tell me any value which is near to the square of this? Yes, we can. We know that if I give this as 25, this as 9, this must be equal to 34. That means a value must be 5 and b value must be 3. This is giving us the answer very, very fast. Similarly, tell b square plus c square. It is 61. Which value is coming closer? If I say 7 square 49, how much is left? 40 and 12. 12 is not a square. That means I can't take 49. Try to take something else. If I take this 36, how much is left? 11 minus 6, 5 and 25. Yes. That means B has to be 6 and C has to be 5. C square plus A square, it has to be 45. So what should be the value? Now if I take this A square as 25, then C square must be 20, which is not possible. There is no perfect square of 20, or 20 is not a perfect square. Afterwards, if I take this as 36, yeah, and 9, yeah. Now the second equation problem is also solved. If I interchange this, see, if I interchange this, because C I have to give is 36. So if I give this as 36, then B has to be 25. Now this must be 5 square, this must be 6 square, and this is also solving a problem of this B. B was here 3 and here it is 5, not possible. So I have to interchange this again. So this is how you can solve it mentally. So this is B is how much? It is 5 square, 25, and the rest is 3 square is A, which is satisfied here as well. So what is my value of A? A is 3. We see this is common, right? And B is 5 and C is 6. So this is how the smarter students will play in exam, this question. Now we can just put the values and get our result in the same manner. But the important thing was to get these values of A, B and C. And we have got it. by using the perfect square, right? Using the perfect square, A was this, B was this. Then we try to shift them so that these values are common, right? C and A everywhere should be common. So we try to make them same. Okay. So this is how we can go ahead for this question. Let's move on. P plus Q minus R, Q plus R minus P, R plus P minus Q is this. Find 1 upon P, 1 upon Q, 1 upon R. Okay. So P plus Q minus R. Now again, let's try to add something and subtract something. If I add these two, suppose P plus Q minus R and Q plus R minus P. So what is cancelled? R is cancelled, P is cancelled. So 2Q, if I add these two, I have got 2Q as 9. Yeah, fine. If I add the last two, let's add the last two now. So if I add the last two, Q plus R minus P and Q plus R minus P plus R plus P minus Q. Let's see what is cancelled. P is cancelled, Q is cancelled. So I can say 2R is equal to 7. Fine. Now come to the last. It is, let's add first and last. So it is P plus Q minus R plus R plus P minus Q. Are you adding it? R plus P minus Q. What is cancelled? R cancelled, Q cancelled. 2P is 5 plus 3, 8. So I have got the ratio of 2Q, 2P and 2R as 2P is 8, 2Q is this is 8, right? It is 9. It is 9 and it is 7. Now they are in ratio, so 2 cancel. Fine. PQR. So PQR is 8, 9, 7. Now we can find 1 by P, 1 by Q and whatever is asked. So 1 by P, 1 by 9, 1 by 7. So 8 9s are 72. 72 into 7. 72 into 7. This is my LCM. Now just solve it. 8 9s are 72, so 9 7s are 63, which is there in the first option. That's my answer. There is no need to check. You can check this for every question, right? Now 9 8s are 72, 8 7s are 56, and 7 cancel, so it's 72 only. So this is my answer, option A, 63, 56 and 72. A beautiful question. Let's apply in the next one, the same type. A, B, C, A minus B plus 7C, B minus 4C plus 6D, and this. Now here we have 3 equations. Now in this question, yeah, there is something different which we need to pick up very, very fast. So let's try to pick up. You see, this is 4 plus 5. What is the sum? This is 9 and this is equal to the third value. If you see the previous values, 5 plus 4 or 4 plus 3 is not 5, 5 plus 3 is not 8. So this sum is not valid. In the previous question, this sum is not valid, although this was a different approach. But here we can see, this is a question of police exam, Delhi police, I guess. So very important. This year also this has come. So 4 plus 5, it is 9. And so that means what I can say, this first equation plus second equation must be equal to the third equation. This is what I can say, right? And then I can find this value somehow. So let's try to find. The first is this, second is this, third is this. Find it. A minus 3B plus 7C plus B minus 4C plus 6D. That must be equal to the third one, that is 5A plus 3C minus 9D. So now check whatever is cancel that. So A is here, A is here. So fine, this will be 4A. This is going there, that side, 4A. Here 3B and B. This is becoming minus 2B. 7C and 4C. It is becoming 3C. Yeah, and 6D is same. So if I take this 6D here, it will be minus of 15D. So I am left with 4A minus 15D is this. So this is basically 4A minus 15D equal to minus 2B plus 3C. Right, I'm writing this here, this side. Now A plus B is there. Let's try to make A plus B on the same side. So 4A, and let's take this 2 this side, and let's take this to 15D this side. This is equal to 3C plus 15D. Yeah. Achha, there is one more point which I may have missed. Yeah, this is 7C, this is 4C, this is 3C, and here also I was left with 3C because this is 4A, this 9D I have taken, 9 and 6, 15. This 3C was left, so 3C is actually cancelled. That means there is no point. This 3C is not here. So what I have got is 4A plus 2B is equals to 15D. This is what I have got. Now write the question again. It is also A plus B something. That's why I'm trying to change this in this form. So 4A plus 2B is this. I am having 12A. 12A here. 12A plus 6B. So multiply this by 3. I will be getting 12A plus 6B. And this also to be multiplied by 3. This is 45D. So this is 45D. 12A plus 6B is 45D. Can I solve it? Yes. So in place of 12A plus 6B, 45D minus 21D by 3D. You know, DD cancel, taking common. What is this? 45 minus 21. This is 24 by 3. So the answer of this question, this beautiful question, is 8. So remember, 4 plus 5 is same as 9. Very, very important question. All right, next question. It's again a serious question. So here, x by b plus c minus a, y upon b minus c minus a, z upon this is equal to k. Find the value of this. Now, if you have understood algebra a bit, you know what is the formula of a plus b plus c whole square? Yeah, that is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. This is the formula, right? Here you can compare this formula here. A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc minus, and here there is minus everywhere. There is minus everywhere. This is plus actually. This is plus, right? So if I need to open this in this form, they are all equal to some constant, right? So this is like I can write x plus y plus z whole square. And what is this? You see, this is a minus 2ab. That means x and y, one of them is negative. Then y and z, one of them is negative, right? So, and here it is plus. So please change this. This is plus here. In this question, this is plus. Now, if I see here, it should be like, this is y coming common. Let's see, like this. If you see this, it is y is there in both, and both are having negative sign. So this negative sign, and because this is plus, I'm saying please correct the question, it is plus again. If this is plus here, that means z and x are of positive nature. Only y and z, or x and y, something is negative. That means x and z, they are both positive. That means here only y could be negative, as z is positive. X is also positive. Negative into positive can only become negative if Y is negative. Or you can see like this, that taking this Y common, it is 2X minus Y common, 2Z. X and Z both are positive. So this is completely positive. That means to make this total negative, and it is negative because of Y. Y is common here. That's why this formula will be X minus Y plus Z whole square. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Why? Because this Y is negative. That's why I'm using this minus. Z and X are positive. I told you to make this plus. So if you open this, it will be X square plus Y square plus Z square minus, because this is minus 1, so this will be minus 2xy, and this is minus 2yz, and x and z are positive, so this is 2xz. So I can say this is the formula of x minus y plus z whole square. I hope this formula is first clear. Afterwards, come to the basic concept. You know, if there is 1 here, there is 1 here, there is 1 here multiplied, then, and this is a constant, they are all equal. That means x will be written as this exactly, b plus c minus a. Y will be written as this same exactly. Z will be written as this. I give you the example. If I write x by 3, y by 5, and z by 7 equal to constant, that means what you will say? You will say x will be 3, y will be 5, and z will be 7, right? Because there is 1 here. We have discussed this so many times. Because there is 1 here. Okay, and if I need to find 1 by x, 1 by y, we can solve. So here it is x minus y plus z whole square. Now what is x? X is b plus c minus a. So just solve it now. B plus c minus a, and y. What is y? Y is, because minus sign is there, I'll take this inside, minus b plus c plus a. Okay, and there is minus sign, so this is like this. Afterwards, plus z. What is z? Z is completely this. So a plus b minus c whole square. Now just check what is a cancel. C is also cancelled. B is also cancelled. What I'm left with? I'm left with a plus b plus c, a plus b plus c whole square. I'm left with this only. And you know, if I put these values, this is x square. So because they are all equal to, see, this first thing should be, if x is this, these are all done square. So that means k square must be here, because x is equal to this into k. Are you getting? You see, this was actually this. This was actually into k. And this was also into k, and this was also into k. I have already, and because they are squares, I have taken this. Now if you square them, they all will be squares. So k square is already outside. That's why in every option I have taken this k square outside. This is already given square. So k square is already available in all the option, because x is equal to some k. If you do the squaring, s square something, or this completely will be, first it will be k square and then this value, then this value. So this value is a square, sorry, a plus b plus c whole square. This is my option C. I hope this concept is clear. So this is just a formula. We have opened the formula. I have put these values because this was square. So k also will become square and multiplied here. All right, next one. If j, k and l are 3 positive integers, so that j and k are in ratio 5:6 and k and l are in the ratio 3:7, find the ratio. Which of the following is a possible value of I, j, k, l? Okay, so j is there, k is there, l is there. What is the ratio? 5:6. K and l ratio is 3:7. Fine. Now let's make them same first. So this is 3 into 2, this is into 2, this is into 1, this is into 1, this become 5:6:14. So this is my ratio. Now what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is the total value, the overall value could be maximum if I take the sum. It is j plus k plus l. That means it could be 5 plus 6 plus 14. That is 25k. Basically, this is 5k, this is 6k, this is 14k. If I take this ratio out, these numbers ratio will be with some constant. So the total must be 25k, which shows that this total possible value of JKL sum must be a multiple. This k must be a multiple of 25 only, right? So whichever option is a multiple of 25, that is my answer, and that is 225. This is not a multiple of 25. This is not a multiple of 25. This is not a multiple of 25. Only this option is available. So this is only a possible value where if you put k as 9, 25 9s are 225. This is my answer. This is my answer. All right. Next question. If 2ab minus b square, 2ab minus b square upon 6a square minus ab is equal to 1 by 6, find the value of this. Now, if I put some values, it will not be solved because there are some options plus 3 or minus 3 also available. So we need to solve it first. So solve it. It is 12ab minus 6b square is another of serious question. 6a square, and this is repeated in other exams as well, minus ab. So this becomes 6a square plus 6b squares, and this is equal to 13ab. Okay, now I need to find the value of a plus b. Okay, what I do is I'll divide this whole by, let's say, b square. If I divide this whole by b square, this is b square, this is b square, this is b square. So this is b cancel, this is b square cancel. Why I'm dividing it? Because I need to find the ratio actually, and ratio will only come when I divide it by some constant square. So this is becoming 13a by b. This is 6a square by b square, and this is plus 6. So this is my equation so far, which I have got after solving it. Yeah, this is my equation. After this, so now I can solve this. This is, let's take a by b as m and find the value of m. Because you know a square by b square can be written like this, a by b whole square. A by b whole square is a square by b square. So write it. So this is 13m is equal to 6m square plus 6. Now just solve for m now. So this will be 6m square minus 13m plus 6. This 13 has come over here equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. Let's find the roots of this quadratic equation. So multiply the first and the last, multiply these two. So 36. Make the factors so that the sum is 13. So if you solve, 4 9s are 36, and minus 9 and minus 4 are giving me a value of 13. So I can break them like this, minus 9 minus 4. Okay, remember it. After that, change the sign, plus 9 and plus 4, and whatever is the coefficient of square term, that we need to divide it by. So divide this both by 6 and 6. So this is my values. So this is 3 by 2. This is 2 by 3. That means this value of m is 3 by 2, or this value of m could be 2 by 3. Now what was m? M was a by b. That means I can write a by b as 3 by 2, or a by b as 2 by 3. So two possible values are there. Let's try to find the answer now. So this is a reliable way to solve a quadratic equation. All right. So a and b have come now. I can find my answer now. So what is asked? It is asking you a plus b by a minus b. Let's take a by b, 3 by 2 first. So it should be 3 plus 2 by 3 minus 2. So this is 5 by 1. So 5 is possible. Second, if I put a by b as 2 by 3, so 2 plus 3 by 2 minus 3, that is 5 by minus 1, that is minus 5. So guys, there are two options for this, that is minus 5 or plus 5, and this is becoming my answer. So that's all for the session. I hope you have learned something. So thank you so much for watching.